Welcome back everybody, and behind me I have my 100% reliable Minecraft stone generator. Now the idea of this design is that the lava will never turn to obsidian, the water source will never turn to stone, and neither of source will ever be obstructed. Now if I go ahead and give this machine a pulse, as you can see, as per usual, stone is generated and pushed out into a line. Now if we continue this, as you can see, even if I fired the machine prematurely, it didn't destroy anything. But if we keep going, as you can see, we're at the point where the bottom piston can no longer push any more blocks. And now when we run the machine, or we activate the machine, nothing breaks. Nothing breaks at all. I can press this again. Still nothing breaks, nothing's in the wrong place. But when I break the blocks at the end here, or in the middle, to give the piston space to push, we now start pushing out more stone. And as you can see, everything is back to normal. Now of course another thing to mention is that this design is completely tileable, but with the expense of being 100% reliable, this is one of the slower, or this is on the slower end of stone generators, you can see on YouTube and other places. And now we're back to backed up. Doesn't break. I can keep activating this as far or as long as I want, and as soon as I clear blocks, it goes back to normal. Now of course, as you can see, because it's tileable, that means it's also one wide, so this is the entire tutorial right here. But if you want a block for block tutorial, we can go ahead and get onto that now. Now to get started here, we can start with the pushing mechanism, which is just this piston here, and then we have two observers like so, note block right here, and then another observer going straight down like so. From this note block we want an observer going right here and a block right here, and this is where we're going to put our double piston extender, or our downwards double piston extender. Two redstone like so, and that is basically everything minus the liquids. We'll put that there for now, but we'll also go on to the activation mechanism before we put all the liquids in. So what I've done over there is an activation mechanism from an observer, so a single pulse observer. This system can deal with full length pulses. It'll just mean it's a little bit slower. But going from this mechanism, or this activation mechanism, set that to 4 and put your piston back in place there. If we give this a 1 tick pulse, and this can just go down the line, it will activate twice, because the observer pulse, the 1 tick observer pulse, will get extended into this 4 tick region in the observer, and so this observer here will detect both this repeater turning on and this repeater turning off. So it'll give 2 pulses in the right time frame. So if I activate that again, as you can see, everything activates. And now let's go ahead and get these liquids in. We'll clear out our pistons there so I can get everything in my hotbar. So the water obviously goes into the stair, so it's waterlogged, and then the lava goes into there. And let's plug everything up. And now when we activate the machine, everything gets pushed out as intended. And there we go. Now when you want to tile this, for this part of the device, you will just copy that as you tile it. And also for the row of blocks, that's the repeaters. But as far as this observer is concerned, you will have to space out the observers because you'll get some weird pulsing if you do otherwise. So if I just, oh, that activated it. That's fine. add a repeater here. Actually, let's break that block. There we go. Then we don't get a bunch of pulses from that. But now if I activate it with this observer also sending signals into the device, you'll see that we get a little weird behavior. Actually, it seems pretty normal right now, but once you get longer delays going through the system, you'll really start to notice the effect of the non-uniform observer activation. And actually, if I drop down here to my initial design here, what you'll be able to see is things activating when they just shouldn't. And so things are about to break. Also, let's get rid of those blocks I used to stop things. Okay. Activate. You see how that happens? It'll trigger after that first pulse. It'll trigger for every single iteration that you have of the device here. Actually, if I activate it again, but showing the back now, you can see, well, it doesn't outright break the system because, of course, this is designed to be completely unbreakable. It is very loud and very inefficient. And that's the gist of why you'll want to break some of these blocks in between, so that you don't get repeat operations. And of course it'll trigger twice at the end there again. So you'll want to be smart about your spacing, but it won't break the system because it's unbreakable. That's why I designed it this way. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!